So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully. It's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it.
Angel Reese recently made the startling assertion that Caitlin Clark supporters are bigoted. Yes, according to Angel, you shouldn't be supporting Clark just because she's scoring 8 rebounds a game, giving out assists, or even making 90% of her free throws. Nope, it seems to be entirely focused on the hue of her skin. What? Nuts. His color is not a big deal to me. Lyrically, he is cruel. It's like, by the way, this girl has infused life into the WNBA, which nobody was talking about, just kiddingly, so you can't bring up the race situation again. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, Angel, but your own fears related to your race are what are killing you. Girl, if you gave players like Nika Agumike or Ify Ibik even half of your attention, you would see that their talent is what makes them so loved, not their appearance or skin tone. We are no longer permitted to display the top draft pick in the WNBA draft beside the non-running Angel Reese. For the love of God, the next time you watch Angel Reese play, realize that while she is a terrific player and cannot run, we are not permitted to display the most dynamic player in the draft who happens to be the #1 pick overall. Why? Basically, it's racist. The idiots say that it is, in fact, racist. When will this crazy stop? However, Angel appears to be completely sure that Caitlin's only. She receives all the attention simply because she is white. Whereas athletes who are black like her don't. She also liked a TikTok video that said Clark's supporters weren't even true basketball fans, simply to add gasoline to the flames. They are only attracted to Caitlin because she is a white woman succeeding in a field dominated by black athletes. The video even went so far as to claim that Caitlin's skin tone is the only reason why people are supporting Clark. In reality, they are just Angel Reese haters. Oh, though it gets better still. Angel didn't limit her voice to TikTok alone. She went one step farther and reiterated her claims on her show, claiming that there is a strong correlation between racism and Clark supporters. Racial bias, in Angel's opinion, is the foundation of Clark's entire fan base. Let's take a moment to dissect this and halt, because, to be honest, Angel has this completely wrong. She's disregarding some rather significant facts which render her entire argument moot. However, we have professionals to help us make sense of her. I'm already quite irritated with her because I wasn't watching. I noticed what you two are discussing. Yes, however, it irritates me to see her mannerisms for even a little while, to put it mildly. Several times she says, well, I'm beautiful, pointing to herself. That is beyond my control. I am not, of course, sexualizing myself. I'm merely erotic. First of all, Angel doesn't appear to understand that Africa is home to the world's largest youth population. Yes, give that some thought. Considering the sheer extent of Africa's youth population, there are far more young black people than white people in the world. The black population is only growing while the white population is really declining, especially in countries like the United States where birth rates are at all-time lows. Therefore, wouldn't Angel be winning that game if her claim regarding race were true and if people actually did support athletes based on skin color? Given the growing black population worldwide, Angel Reese ought to have a far larger fan base if race was the motivating factor for adoration. Strangely enough, though, that's not the case here. Angel's emphasis on race is not only inappropriate, it is simply incorrect. While she's out there attempting to paint Caitlin Clark's success as the result of some kind of racial conspiracy, she's willfully disregarding the true reason why Clark has become such a celebrity. Her basketball abilities are unmatched. Caitlin is hitting records, scoring baskets with ease, and dishing out assists as if she were playing with no pressure. She's clearly dominating the game, which is why she's receiving all the attention, not because she's white. Her following has vanished. I seem to be talking about a lot. It seems like something we see frequently. You perceive it this way, I know. Now let's explore the true motivation behind Caitlin Clark's enormous fan following. And to support it, I have the receipts. It's not racism or any sort of covert intent. Nope, it's all about the hard, cold figures. Let's compare Caitlin Clark with Angel Reese and let the numbers do the talking. In the 2024 WNBA season, Caitlin Clark is scoring 18.0 points per game and giving out 8.1 assists per game, as if she has been doing this for years. Furthermore, her free throw percentage stands at an astounding 90.1%. This is the first time this class of rookies has ever been together. Nope, just identified as such. For the Indiana squad, there is a superstar white bitch. And is it because she stayed in Iowa, carried the weight of the entire state on her shoulders, and built a program from the ground up into a multi-year success? Conversely, Angel Reese appears to be devoting more of her time to inciting racial controversy than to improving her skills. She is averaging 13.3 points and 1.8 assists per game. Yes, what you just read is true. 73.7% is her free throw percentage. Not exactly the kind of stat sheet that will have fans line up to get jerseys. Let's be honest now. These songs practically shout the story, they don't just tell it. Because of the hue of her skin, people aren't observing Caitlin Clark. She's such a beast on the court that they can't take their eyes off the television. Even though this is Caitlin's first season, she's making plays like a pro, while Angel, who has more experience, is still getting her groove. In practically every area, Caitlin has outperformed Angel, from playmaking to scoring. It's just sheer skill here, not race. The type that sparks conversation, packs stadiums, and oh yes, smashes records everywhere. People find it entertaining to watch her play basketball simply because of how captivating she is, what she accomplished, what she stood for, how she approached it, and what she pursued. Rather, we have to listen to others claim that her whiteness is the only reason we admire her, because the rest of the rookie class is acting in the same way. She is the only one who is popular. That's a bunch of nonsense, to be honest. Not to be overlooked is Clark's 90.1% free throw percentage. Angel could use a bit more practice, as he only has 73.7%, while she is nearly profitable from the line. Even though they might not seem like much, free throws can make the difference between winning and losing in close games. When it counts most, Caitlin makes clutch shots, but Angel doesn't. These kinds of figures help to explain why Caitlin is often in the news and why Angel finds it difficult to stop making fun of her. It hurts to watch it, and it hurts even more that I have to go through it. It's also difficult to see that other gamers are going through it. And the drama that Angel Reese chose to immerse herself in on TikTok, indeed, it's a complete disaster. This is what transpired then. The Luncheon Lawyer, a TikTok user, made some crazy and, let's be honest, ludicrous statements about Caitlin Clark's fan base in a video that she posted. Refers to you. This video suggests that Clark's supporters don't even have a basketball fandom. No, not at all. It was argued that Clark's admirers were only drawn to her because in a sport dominated by black competitors, she is a white lady. Please watch the entire video by clicking this link. It's all about us after all. Yes, I am spending this week in the company of white people. For example, I launched a soup market like Clark mentioned. It's kind of like a detailer soup post, detailer soup post. And darling, I suddenly have a big face. I tried to encourage them in their desire for her to be the cornerstone of racism. Very awful. She keeps saying things like, go play basketball, sponsor her, and go home. It seems that she has no interest in serving as the brand spokesperson. However, this demonstrates beyond any doubt that many people never derive pleasure in what they enjoy. And the real deal is this. What is the job of Angel Reese? Does she say, hold on, this is getting out of hand as she steps back? Nope. She immediately dives in, leaving comments on the video as though she were completely sold by the story. She didn't merely press the like button to continue. No, she really went all out with that comment. You didn't leave any leftovers. That is essentially what Angel is saying. For those of you who don't understand TikTok lingo, you hit the mark. This video is right on target. Really, what am I saying? That's a rather daring action, particularly considering that the video was essentially fanning the flames of an already ferocious racial controversy. Rather than utilizing her position to stop this hateful drivel, Angel chose to make it even worse by supporting a film that minimizes Caitlin Clark's real basketball abilities and blames everything on race. That's really elevating the situation. Furthermore, what do you know? Nobody was present for it. The retaliation struck hard and quickly. Supporters, scholars, and others began criticizing her for making this seem like a discussion on race when it wasn't. What started out as an exchange about skill, talent, and hard work descended into a racist quagmire, all for the sake of making some quite broad assumptions about Clark's followers in a film that Angel co-signed. His color is not a big deal to me. Lyrically, he is cruel. Therefore, you can't bring up the race issue once more. In addition, this girl has given the WNBA new vitality, something that no one was mentioning lightly. They detest her creation of the WNBA. Furthermore, we are aware that Caitlin, a rookie, is already eclipsing Angel, who has years to advance her career. Clark is scoring baskets, dishing out assists, and playing with incredible efficiency. Yes, Angel is definitely dominating the rebounds. To stand out in the modern game, though, you'll need more than simply boards. And Caitlin is the whole shebang. Since Caitlin's basketball IQ and natural talent are what actually set her apart, it's almost hilarious to watch Angel try to blame her failures on her race. Angel is focusing more on this race dispute than improving her game, almost as if she's trying to draw attention away from the reality that Caitlin has made more of an impact in a single season than Angel has in years. It's not just ludicrous, but downright ridiculous to think that Clark's supporters are only supporting her because they despise black athletes. Basketball enthusiasts are able to recognize ability when they see it. And Caitlin's got it big time right now. She was the target of insults from Angel Reese. It's not just her, she says. How about me? The interview with the greatest self-centeredness. Rob, do you have that one? I believe I may have mentioned that to you. Well, I did. They aren't. And it aggravates her. It's not about one player, she says. It also concerns me. And then it says, wait, timeout, no one. Not even that I've seen it. This is the aftermath. This is us. In actuality, Angel had every opportunity to step up, bridge the gap, and demonstrate her abilities to the world. However, rather than working hard, she has chosen to disparage and divert, bringing up race in a topic that isn't appropriate for it. The fact that Caitlin Clark is outplaying her is the true problem. Moreover, the figures are truthful. Angel needs to put down her finger pointing and pick up her game if she hopes to catch up. For Caitlin is currently defining what it means to be a top player in the Women's National Basketball Association.